Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Mod Minecraft Team Let's Play Season 3. And on Skype with me, we have a special guest, Andrew.
YOLO.
Andrew, you haven't been on our Let's Plays for a long time. How you been?
Because it doesn't work on my computer.
I know. He's having troubles. We've been trying to get him on the server for a while. He might be able to get on someday. But we have him on Skype for now, which is good enough.
Some days,
And
never.
Carter should be in this episode at some time, possibly. So, in between episodes, I told you guys I was going to expand the sorting system, which I did. These two barrels weren't here before. Like, they weren't full before.
Funny.
Hey, sword, come back. So I did more logistics pipe stuff all the way down here, and yeah. So, cool.
It's a real cute matchup.
Oh, Andrew's playing Pixelmon.
Yes, I am. And currently, I'm flying on a level
So,
100
today we're
Charizard.
starting with Mekanism. And the first machine we're going to make for Mekanism is the Metallurgic Infuser. The recipe is like that. That's osmium in the middle there, and then redstone and some furnaces. So, I already put a hollow cover here, just because this doesn't take up a whole block. So, cool. Looks great. And since this is from from universal electricity, it can use any kind of electricity. So thermal expansion works great. So there we go. It's connected. So what we got to do with this now is make 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, and let's get 16 iron too. I don't know the ratios of this. I'm just hoping it's 1-to-1. So what you do is to get started in this slot, you're going to place redstone. The redstone will get absorbed like that, and in this slot, you're going to place iron. Now, I don't know how much this takes, so I might be able to make it through all this iron like this, or not. I'm not quite sure. So my energy bar's right here, by the way. So, we're making these enriched alloys, which is awesome. Doo-doo-doo. And so what I'm going to make next is the purification chamber. Purification chamber right there. So that requires some of these, some circuits. I'm going to make these mechanism control circuits, which require more enriched alloys. And
Guess what I'm doing.
These atomic cores require a bunch of enriched alloys, some obsidian dust, and some osmium dust, and a diamond. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it through all this iron with the amount of redstone I've got. So yeah, but that's the first machine you need to get started with Mekanism. So cool. I'm gonna be right back when I have all of my other machines. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm ready to show you guys how to make steel. So what we're gonna do is this is just an easy way to make steel. There's a way with that metallurgic infuser. I'm just gonna show you guys this way because my metallurgic infuser is still running right now. So you're gonna pulverize up some manganese into manganese dust, and I need 8 steel right now, so I'm doing 4 of each. And you need some iron. And make sure to turn your output off so it doesn't go into your furnace. And I made the atomic cores already, by the way. So what you do is you now combine the manganese dust and the iron. Now if you have GregTech installed, it's gonna mess with a little bit of stuff. Wait, what? I know I made more than that. Okay, good. I have 8. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go take this bucket downstairs. So with the GregTech thing, you need a GregTech blast furnace to turn the steel dust into steel. But I didn't see an option for that in the config. I'll have to turn it off. Oh, I think I know where it is. But for now, what I can do is I can take this out to the smeltery and melt it up in there. Cool. So running to the smeltery. Ooh, I don't think I got enough. I'll make the rest no, I'll just make the rest off camera. But So I throw that all in there and wait for it to melt up. Alright, be right back. Okay, guys, we're back, and purification chamber. This machine is absolutely awesome. I'm going to place it down right here, and it's full of power. I want to show you guys what the heck this thing does. It's quite powerful, actually. Here, I'll have some tin ore in here. So what I can do is I can put tin in there, and I need some flint also. I forgot about that part. Flint, flint, flint. Do I have any flint? I might not have flint. How terrible would that be if I didn't have flint? I would flip out. I would absolutely flip out.
Ethan, you're talking about too much random information.
But Andrew, if I didn't have flint, then what would I do? Think about it. The world would end.
Mine gravel.
The world would end. I wouldn't be able to do the awesomeness that this machine
My
does.
password is correct.
Yeah, don't say your password out loud, by the way, I'm recording. Like you did a second ago. Flint! Okay, whatever. Oh, there's some flint right there, but I want to show you guys a good way to get flint. Alright, let's head back to the house. Oh, and Carter's been using the dolly to move chests upstairs from over there. So, let's throw the flint in here. It'll use it to fill up this bar, which is the secondary fuel source, and this will go and go and go. Remember, this is one ore. Ta-da! 3. Count them, 3 tin clumps. Now, I don't know if this is compatible with TE stuff, but if we pulverize this, yeah, it's not compatible. But okay, so here's your good way to get flint. Pulverized gravel.
Oh,
Awesome. So, next machine I need is a crusher and enrichment chamber, and since we're going mechanism, I might as well get one of the mechanism furnaces instead of a TE one.
I'm hungry.
Which I could use. You're hungry, are you? Alright, well, I'll be right back when I have these other machines crafted up. Okay, guys, we're back, and I've made the rest of these machines. So, first let's put down the crusher. So, after you purify your ores into 3 clumps, you throw your clumps in the crusher. The crusher is going to crush those clumps. I bet you couldn't have guessed that. It'll crush them into dirty tin dust. Now that dirty tin dust, you're going to put in the enrichment chamber. The enrichment chamber, you just throw it in there, and it will enrich it, or I guess in this case clean it. So wait, let me just tell you this. If you're starting with Mekanism, the enrichment chamber is basically your pulverizer. It can double your ores if you throw them in there. But you get tin dust from that. So, now we have 2 dirty. We throw them in there. And the tin dust, I bet you could have guessed, in the energized smelter, we're going to throw in the tin dust. And that will make tin dust into a tin ingot. Let's see what kind of tin ingot it gives us. Probably the mech kind. No, IC2. Of course, Greg Tech interferes. So, but of course, we can always throw these in our trusty Jabba barrels. Now, I did notice one issue with the thing. Even when I was requesting, so it wouldn't request, like, I was doing silver. It wouldn't request the Greg Tech silver into here. And even when I set it to request the Greg Tech silver, you know, like, I added silver to the pipe back there, it still wouldn't go in. So I have a plan, and it's going to involve this unifier. That build will probably come maybe later this episode or next episode. Possibly later this episode. So yeah. Cool. So we got this tin, and that is how that whole setup works. Awesome. Tin. So we just got 3 ingots out of an ore. Cool. So next thing we need to do is we probably don't want to run this off of flint. Well, lucky for us, there is another option. It involves oxygen. To get that, we're going to need an electrolytic separator, which is this thing right here. So, that's not terrible. So I'm going to need 7 enriched alloys. One gold, 1 iron, 2 osmium. Okay. I'll get that going and be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and we're ready to do this. So, to get oxygen, what we need to do is we need to separate water. As you should know by now, if you're not two, water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. So we can separate this water into hydrogen and oxygen. Cool. So what I'm going to do is right here, not on the metallurgic infuser, what am I thinking? That's stupid of me. So, right here, you know what, I thought I would have more room here. Here, let's go back inside and grab some cobble. And maybe sleep through the night. So basically, you can run the machine off of oxygen instead of, you can run it off of oxygen instead of flint. Now, basically, yeah, so basically, the oxygen acts as flint, and so you get hydrogen and oxygen from this. And sadly, you're only allowed to keep one of them. And in this case, we're keeping the oxygen, so we have to get rid of the hydrogen. The hydrogen is actually quite useful too, and I'll be setting up some hydrogen generators probably this episode to make a ton of power. Plus, I can get a jetpack that runs off hydrogen. It gives me creative flight. Cool. Alright, so, I think it's you. Yeah, you're my purification chamber. So, right here, I'm going to stick the electrolytic separator. And then, that's the output side right there. So, I'm going to rotate you with the Omni Wrench. That is weird. Come on. I'm going to have to give you power, huh? Okay, that should not be too hard. There we go. Now you have power. Shift right click. Oh, okay, it's a shift right click I have to do. So now the output side is facing the purification chamber. So now what we have to do here is set up some water to go in there. And I'm going to use Thermal Expansion's trusty aqueous accumulator. Awesome. So let's go like this. And so just like this, right here, we're going to have the aqueous accumulator, which doesn't need to be hooked up to power, by the way. You guys should know that. But if you don't, I just place it there randomly. Doesn't need power. And fluid duct, like so. So water's going in here, separating into hydrogen and oxygen. Now we're supposed to be dumping hydrogen. So, and why is it not making... Oh, it's outputting all the oxygen, so it's not making any in here. But we're dumping, not oxygen, hydrogen. We're dumping the hydrogen. Otherwise, when this bar fills up, the system will get clogged. So you see, we're starting to make some oxygen, which is immediately going into the purification chamber. Awesome. So I want to make... How about I make this jetpack now? To do that, I'm going to need to make another electrolytic separator and another aqueous accumulator and set it all up. I'm going to set that all up in the basement, and I'm also going to make... So let me show you the recipe for the jetpack. So we're making this one from Mekanism. So it's going to take one of those circuits, which we'll see in a second. That one, like, simple. Some steel, which I can make. Some tin. And a gas tank, which is an iron dust surrounded by osmium. So that should not be that hard to do. So I'm going to make all that stuff and be right back. Okay, guys, we're back, and electrolytic separator. Cool. Ooh. You know what? I'd probably want that over there, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Let's cover you up. No, not you. I guess I have to break you. Then I could wrench it up. But nope. Okay, so let's stick you actually here so I can give you a bit of power. So let's do this instead. So just let's stick that there for now. Water there. Water there. Accumulator there. And if we rotate this... No! Ooh, this is getting messy. Ah! Okay, so, let's see if I can get this rotated correctly. I want to get so any face other than the front is on the front. Let's try this. Shoot. Ah! Nope. Interesting. Okay. Then we're gonna have to mess up our entire room. Go like that. Okay, wait. I think I got this. I think I got this. Can you do that really quick? Okay. Sorry about making you guys watch me derp around with stuff. Okay. Boom. 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 And boom. And power. Boom. Cool. So let's see how these dynamos are running. Whoa. Yeah, you're not supposed to... Wow, you're I did not know it could produce 80 RF a tick. So in this one, we're going to dump oxygen and output hydrogen. Cool. So I'll be right back when I have the jetpack made. Okay guys, back and jetpack. Woo! Alright, so let's go downstairs and see if we can get this to run off some hydrogen. Do I throw it in here? Yes, I do. Awesome. So, stored hydrogen, that much. Wow, this thing stores a lot of hydrogen. Oh, and I don't know if you guys can hear it on YouTube, but when I walk on these factory blocks, it makes a really cool sound. Alright, let's just test this out, because I'm impatient. So, F5, awesome. Cool. So let's go outside and test it out. Ooh, I've even got a little thing down there that tells me. Okay. Well, I heard somewhere that this is like creative flight, but it's not. And I timed out. Flying is not enabled on this server. Interesting. Now I'm gonna fall to my death. Or through the world. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back and I've done a little bit of work. I know this is ugly. In the coming episodes, we'll get that fixed. So basically what I did is I ran some logistics pipes over from our area here down that direction. And then we have some wood right here. Alright, so what we have is over here. Here, I'm going to go back here and show you guys. And Buildcraft pipes are not Forge multi-part compatible. So, comes up here, and into here. Now this right here, that pipe right there is a sandstone pipe. It only connects to other pipes. So that if I had a gold pipe there, it would connect to the electrolytic separator. Also, I want to show you guys how this was by default. It was like that. So what I did is I just hit twice with a wrench to disconnect it. Oh, and ignore the fact that I'm in cheat mode. I just had to wipe my player data because I was crashing on login. So I had to cheat some of my items back in. Yeah. Alright, so and then over here over here we have another sandstone pipe so it doesn't connect to the squeezer. And that will be our extraction pipe right there from the furnace. Actually, I don't even think I need that. I can just probably put a gold pipe there. Yeah. Oh, and this is a junction right here. It has to decide which way to go. That means basically just 6 pipe. Cool. So, and I can probably, rather than having a chassis there, I can actually just have a gold pipe. Because this machine can auto-eject. So gold pipe right there. Awesome. So certain things, by the way, they cannot be tripled. They can just be doubled. So those certain things are going to come through here, bypass the purification chamber, sandstone pipe again so it doesn't connect, and into the enrichment chamber. Cool. So now I'm going to show you guys how to auto-eject these. So, over here, we're going to click A on, and that will say that'll put auto eject on, and then each one of these here has a different color coded. Each one of these slots right here is differently color coded. So if you want to put like batteries in, you'll put them in green, purple for the flint/oxygen, red for item input, and blue for item output. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say here the top should be dark red. That side should be dark blue. That's correct. The rest will be just gray, which means nothing. So gray. Perfect. And the I means strict input. Here, I'm going to get rid of any I. You just do that by pressing O. Ignore this part over here. This only means anything if you're doing mech sorting systems. Cool. So now this machine, what we're going to do is we're going to have dark red here and not here because we don't need it. We're never going to have a hopper there or anything. Whoops. Right click to go back. Dark blue will be right there, and that's all we need. Alright, perfect. So now the enrichment chamber, we need the top to be dark red, and we need this side to be dark red. We need that to be gray and that to be blue, and oh, you need to go to auto eject, and so do you. Auto eject on. Now the smelter, we're gonna have input. Yeah, we might have at some point a hopper there. So dark red, and I don't need to set green for the power because the power will still go in. So yeah, and then auto eject on. Cool. So let's see if I can find an ore to test this on. So got some more tin. Cool. So let's say okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you request tin ore. And yeah, so let's see how it works. Now this will produce the IC2 stuff, so I'm actually going to turn this off. Actually, no, I'm going to disconnect this pipe. I want to see if this will auto-eject into the pipes. So, let's see. If I throw this tin ore in here. Why? Okay, there it went. So now it's going to make its way over here. We'll see it come in. Boop. Into the purification chamber it goes to get purified. Yay, purifying. And tripled. Woot. So now it goes into the crusher. Doo-doo-doo. Awesome. And then into here. Oh, I know what I'm going to do next. Yeah. You know what? Right here. Let's see if this... No, I'm not going to have this right now. I'm going to steal the unifier. And we're going to set this up here. Because we're going to need to unify everything. So, unifier right there. We're going to say preferences. So, basically, what it'll do is the unifier will convert anything you put into there into the first thing of the OR dictionary, like of that type. So, if I bring this over here, I'm just going to take 2. So, if I throw this in here, it's going to convert it to the first kind of in the OR dictionary, which happens to be the IC2. So, yeah. But, if I set preferences to that kind of tin, that will come back into there, and if I throw those in, perfect. So now, I can put this pipe there. And will you eject? No. Maybe it's just because... I'm going to try throwing another ore in there. But basically, this should work just fine. So I'm going to throw these tin in the unifier. And now that kind of tin. So then, on this side, I'm going to make an extraction module. And we're going to throw it in that chassis pipe. So I'll be right back when I make that module. Alright guys, I'm back. I made the module, and it doesn't seem like the thing wants to auto-eject into the pipes. So, I am going to make some of the Mekanism transport pipes. Which are made like so. Awesome. So let's see if you'll go into the Mekanism pipes. Whoops. It did. Okay. There was only 5 in there before. And I think you just pick those up with a wrench like that. Cool. So right now I'm going to add copper to this too. And if I throw this copper ore in here, it should disappear and find its way into the thing. Hello, copper, you're supposed to be gone. You're supposed to be gone. Okay, it's gone now. It just takes a minute. So, copper, are you making your way over? Yep. Alright, so. Awesome. Next up, okay, so since I put copper in there, I'm also going to want to grab the 1 ingot of TE copper and put that in my preferences list on the unifier. So I'm going to be setting this up for all the ores, basically. So yeah, so now we need a way to get this tin out of here and into the barrel. Let me just see how much is in the barrel. So one stack plus 2. So let's see if we can get 1 stack plus 10 out. So all I should have to do is into this chassis pipe goes the extractor module, and that should do its job. That should have been on. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. If that makes its way over to the barrel, we have succeeded. If not, we need to try something else. Okay, so it's slowly... Yep, okay, it's working. Awesome. So the copper should work too then. That's what that means. Okay, so it's... This thing's slow. That's not great. I might need to upgrade it to a Mark II extractor, but we should be fine. Awesome. So, let's set this for iron ore next. And iron ore doesn't have any ore dictionary things, but since it's vanilla. But it'll still go through the unifier just fine. So that is awesome. So let's set up some iron, some lead, some osmium. That'll be good for now. Iron, lead, osmium, and yeah. So you now want osmium, lead, and iron. And we'll throw these 3 ores in here. So, the osmium made its way in there. I want to see if it gives us, I'm just going to grab one of the mech osmium really quick. Because I think it's probably going to give us the Greg Tech stuff. Just going to have to check really quick. Okay, let's just throw this in here just in case. Ah, crap. Are you going to give us the Greg Tech stuff? Yep, I was afraid you would. Alright, so... So, mech osmium. Whoops. T-lead. And I also need a T-tin. Because I'm an idiot and just did that. And I think I can reconnect my logistical transporter. And cool. How awesome is that? And if iron were to go through, which it should be right now actually. Or something should be going through. Yeah, iron. So the iron, when it goes in here, it should just go right through. Here, I'll just throw these in here. So the iron should just go right through into this bottom slot and get pulled out, which will be perfect. So I'm going to wrap up the episode on that note. So next episode, hopefully John will be back for episode 7. And let me see. So next episode, what we're going to do is the last steps to get our chunk eater, which is going to be our automatic mining system that we're making. So one of the last steps is going to be to get a fission reactor from Atomic Science. So that will be a lot of fun to set up next episode. And we're also probably going to upgrade our energy cell to a resonant energy cell. And that might be about it. We're probably going to make some Tesseracts as well also. So that'll be cool. Alright guys, so this is Ethan signing off of episode 6 of the EJ Modded Minecraft team. Ooh, did that just pop out? Ooh. Ooh. That is not good. Okay, I have a workaround. I'm just gonna... So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna, move this up one and just stick a hopper here. That's not that hard. And maybe I'll stick a hopper behind it too, so we have a little bit more buffer, because that chunk eater's gonna be bringing stuff in fast. Alright guys, so Ethan signing off about episode 6. See you guys next time. Fission reactor, woot. and peace. Actually, guys, that's not the end of the episode. I have one more thing to do. I figured out a different way to solve this issue. So what we're going to need to do is I'm going to take you out. Quick sort module. I'm going to take you out. And let's see if I can get a chassis Mark II. So just 5 iron and a pipe. That's good. So the problem is, it doesn't have anywhere to put stuff it doesn't know what to do with. So I'm going to give it somewhere to put stuff it doesn't know what to do with. That is a derp I should have not had at the beginning. I was telling myself, make a default route, and I never did. So now I am. Cool. So I'm going to put this Mark II chassis right here. And as you can see, it has 2 slots for modules. And I'm going to make an item sync module. Maybe it's just one word. Yeah, there we go. So item sync module, I'm going to get that really quick off camera. And whoa. Alright, yeah, we're back.
Yes, I restored a heart.
So, and Carter's here. I don't think he's been on camera yet.
Yeah, I haven't been on for a while.
Yeah, so he's back. Hopefully he'll be on a good bit. And Jonathan's here, just to record this little wrap-up segment.
Dolly.
And Carter is moving our chest with the dolly I showed you, I think, last episode. It might have been last episode, or it might have been 2 episodes ago. I'm not
Tree
sure.
farm harvest.
But he's moving all our chests from over there, up here, and then we're going to sort them into the barrels, eventually. So, I made my item sync module. I'm going to throw it in here. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to click this exclamation mark for settings, and we're going to say default route, yes. So now, if we throw tons of different kinds of ore in there that can't all go in together, it shouldn't flip out and drop on the ground like it did before. Now it'll just send it back to that chest. See? It just sent that back to the chest.
Yeah.
It'll continue trying to put it in until it fits. Alright guys, so I think this is now for real the end of episode 6. So next episode, nuclear reactor.
Go to the stairs.
Woot, from atomic science. And alright, so see you guys. John?
Peace.